Hi VC, it's Aaron, Methalamer. Today I'm entering a contest for my good friend Ron Haggerty. Now it's Ron Haggerty's Vinyl Sanctuary, and Ron's a good friend of mine. We've been friends for a year and a half or more, and we've done a couple collaboration videos together, so I kind of know him a little bit personally, and he's one of the nicest guys you'll ever meet, really laid back. And he's got a contest just for no reason except for he wants to give something back to the vinyl community, which is really cool. And so first of all, I am from Idaho, which is in the United States, of course, and we're supposed to say where we're from. So, you know, not a lot of people in the VC are from Idaho, and I might be about the only one, actually. I don't know. So, but really cool contest. There's 10 prompts, and I'm going to do them all. And everyone subbed Ron Haggerty's Vinyl Sanctuary. I still know him kind of as Metal Ron. He loves heavy metal. Loves a lot of other stuff too. He's getting into jazz a little, and just a really cool guy. So first of all, I'm supposed to show an album with an aquatic theme, and I'm picking this one here. This is Sirens by Sabotage, and then we go with the sailboat, and there's kind of a face there you can see, which is really cool. And this is a pretty cool, even the record is kind of aquatic in a way because of the color. And here's what it looks like here. Great album, one of my favorite Sabotage albums. Actually, the first two Sabotage are my favorites. I like a lot of their, I like all their stuff, but this one and Power of the Night are my two favorite Sabotage records. Great stuff, great band there. The prompt number 2 is to show an album from a country you have or would like to visit. So I'm going to show Voivod, and this is Voivod's first album. They're from Canada, and I'd like to visit Canada because, you know, there's so many people in the VC from Canada. I'd almost like to take a tour through there and visit all the cool VC members from Canada. It seems like every one of them's really nice and really laid back, and it would be cool just to hang out and listen to music with. And so I think I'd like to visit Canada. Plus, it's just north of me. I'm just a little bit south of Canada, you know, a few hundred miles. So there we go, Canada and Voivod. Great band. I'm really getting into them more and more as I get older, and you know, getting a lot of records of them. I really love them. Prompt 3 is an album featuring someone who shares a surname in any capacity. Now, my surname is a very long Greek name, and there's no one in the music business that has it. But this person has the first 3 letters of it. This is the Great Cat. So my name starts with cat, with a K. So that's about as good as I can do there, Ron. And this is a very interesting record here. The Great Cat, Worship Me or Die. She's a guitar virtuoso, trained classically. Very fast guitarist, just crazy, crazy stuff though. And that's the Great Cat. And number 4, a transcendent or spiritual album. I went with this one here. This is called Living in the Material World by George Harrison. At this time, he was very into spiritualness and, you know, the spiritual side of things. And it's a great record. George Harrison, the spiritual Beatle. So this is a really good record too. Love that one. Number 5, an album with a personal story. Now, I've always listened to records. My parents had them since I was born, so I grew up listening to vinyl. And when I was 8 years old, I finally bought my first vinyl record, which was this. Went into Kmart and bought this at Kmart. I'm pretty sure it was Kmart. I was 8 years old. It's the first one I actually bought with my own money. So I've had this exact record since I was 8 years old. I was amazed that there was 18 songs on it, and I pretty much knew them all. And I just have always held on to this record. I mean, it's not the best sounding, but it sounds good. I mean, it's not horrible. And I mean, they're all pretty short songs anyway. So, but this is a great one to start out my my vinyl collection with. I've gone from this record to about 4,000 behind me. So it all started when I was 8 with buying my own. Up next, a food album. Now, I'm gonna show a record with food on it, and I'm going to show a record with food in the title. So the first two, I thought of these two really quickly. And the first one I thought of was Hot Dog and a Shake from David Lee Roth. First song on side 2 of, you know, Skyscraper, Hot Dog and a Shake. I've always loved that song. Thought it was maybe the best song on this album. And Steve Vai on the guitar. This is an underrated album. Pretty good there. And then one that shows some food that I've always had in my collection is Tres Hombres from ZZ Top. And I really love Mexican food. And so this has always been one of my favorite inner gatefolds here. There you go. There's some food there. And I love the ZZ Top record. They're one of my favorite bands. Always have been since I was young. So there we go. And then an album pertaining to the weather. Now this is kind of an oddball record here. It's all instrumental. It's called The Atlas Underground by Tom Morello. And I thought this was an interesting cover to show here. And this is a double record, a bunch of guest stars, and it's kind of interesting because it has the guitar tablature. It's a great big thick deal here of guitar tablature. It's in it. I don't play guitar, but it's cool to have this though. And it's got the tablature for the whole album, which is pretty interesting to look through actually, even though I don't, I can't read it, but it's still cool. And then here's the inner gatefold. This is a pretty cool album here. And it's got all kinds of guest stars on it. See if I can find one just quickly. I don't know, there's all kinds of them, but Gary Clark Jr. plays guitar on a song too with Nico. Yeah, it's a pretty cool album. Okay, up next, a sexy, racy, or suggestive album cover. And this is one of my favorite albums of the last 5 years. It's Eagles of Death Metal with Zipper Down. Love this album. Amazing record. It's a duo, Josh Homme and Jesse Hughes. And one of my favorite albums, like I said, of the last 5 years. It's amazing record. Number 9, suggest an album you don't think that Ron owns. So this one I'm pretty sure you don't own because it was a VCLT for me from Australia from Chris Rankin, who has a channel. I haven't seen a video from him all year. I wish he'd get back to the videos. He's really good. But he sent me this record, and it's a hard rock record from Australia. Really cool band. Chainsaw Hookers with We Want Your Blood. It's a killer hard rockin' album. It's not real metal. I mean, it's on the metal edge of metal, but it's, I guess you call it hard rock now, but it's a really good album. I think Ron would like this. I think you would like this, Ron. So there you go. Chainsaw Hookers, all the way from Australia. And the vinyl looks like this. A great VCLT from Chris Rankin. And up next, my discretion, show any album for any reason. And since this is Ron's contest, I'm going to show Feel the Fire from Overkill, because I know that's Ron's favorite band. And this is a great debut, amazing record. Overkill, very underrated, great thrash band, love them. And that's why I want to show it, because it's Ron's contest. So, all right, everyone. So everyone jump on his contest if you can. Sub Ron Haggerty, Vinyl Sanctuary. I know he had over 1,000 subs and he started his channel over, so he's at 300 or 400 now, I think. So it'd be cool to get him back up to where he belongs. I mean, he's been in the vinyl community for, I don't know how long, 7, 8, maybe 10 years, a long time. And he's a really good, really cool guy, puts out great content. And that's it. So everyone, have a great one. And I'll see you later, Ron. Have a good one.